Hello, 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 everybody. How's everyone doing this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world? Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Greg, a sim pilot. I'm a real-world A320 captain, bringing my love for aviation and flight simming to all of you wonderful people out there. How's everyone doing today? We will be doing another turn and burn Tuesday, where the flights are short and the turns are shorter. We'll be taking the United Airlines Battleship Gray livery out today for a little spin in what is now an updated Fenix A319. They came out with a small patch, hopefully a bigger one coming soon. But they did come out with a small little patch since the last time we were here. And hopefully, the one thing I'm looking forward to is they fixed the drag model for flaps 3 and flaps full on approach. So I am looking forward to seeing what that drag model is like. Uh, since if you have been following me since the A319 has been released, my biggest complaint is when you drop the gear and go flaps 3 and flaps full, the airplane is going to slow down. So I don't know why Phoenix made the airplane so slippery coming downhill with gear down and flaps full. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you won't hear me saying, airplane, why aren't you slowing down when we're on final today? So there we go. Let's go ahead and we shall hop onto the flight deck here, get her all set up and ready to go. Let's see, we can go ahead and start by, we'll do a real-time boarding. So that will be no issue. Let me come over here. You can see I was trying to do some calculations right before the stream started. Let's load the aircraft. 27 minutes, perfect. We'll be a little bit late on block there. But that is no problem. That's my fault. There we go. So the aircraft is now loading up. We're going to take 150 people. That is a full flight. So there we go. Ground services, yeah, we got the GPU, PCA hooked up, so that's good there. And we can keep track of our block time there. Oh, the other thing is, there's some fun things I want to do. Okay. Let's go ahead and run through our origination flow real quick before I start getting off topic with a bunch of stuff here. So, let's do a cursory check, make sure we don't need to call maintenance out to fill out any of our fluids there. That looks good. Alright, sweet. So we don't need maintenance to top off any fluids there. We'll get IIRs 1, 2, and 3 on. They should be in a line. Battery should go off here in just a little bit. Sweet deal. Flight control panel looks good. Evac panel looks good. The emergency electrical power panel, that looks good. GPWS, we got the fault. That's fine. Go away once the IRs are aligned. Recorder panel, we'll turn on the ground CVR and we'll go ahead and test the CVR. There we go. Got a nice little tone there. Let me bring the volume back up. I forgot I was in a PMDG 777. It's a little bit more quiet than the Phoenix is when it comes to sounds. There we go. Oxygen panel looks good, and our calls panel looks good. Wipers are off. Alrighty, let's go ahead and test engine 1 fire. Excellent. The APU. Excellent. And then lastly, engine 2 fire. There we go. That all looks good. We can go ahead and test the batteries. I still don't think, even in this update, that has been fixed. So let's go ahead and see. Nope. Okay. So still working that issue out there. Coming down to the rest of the electrical panel looks good. Coming down to the air conditioning panel, let's go ahead and we'll just adjust this even though there's no packs on right now. The packs 1 and 2 are off, which is fine. The rest of the air conditioning panel looks good. NAS panel, everything is extinguished. The perp heat is an auto. The pressurization is an auto. With the ditching hatch guarded. There we go. The external lights, we got the strobes in auto. And we're going to be on System 1 for now flights. I think today is an odd day, so there we go. We'll go ahead and arm the emergency lights there. Let's go ahead and get the APU going. That way I don't have to worry about it come later in our flows and checklists, because I think I'm going to see, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think the printer works now. Something that people have been wanting this entire time. I think they finally got it up and going. Alrighty, coming up all the way to the top of the overhead here. Turn the PA to the 3 o'clock position-ish. We already get data on the observer's RMP there. That looks good. Flight control panel on the FO side looks good. Cargo heat looks good. Cargo smoke also looks good. The bottles are guarded. The ventilation panel looks good, and the engine panel, all the switches are guarded and extinguished there. The wiper is, of course, off. Let's go ahead and go to the clear shield here, left to right. All of our lights are extinguished. Let's see. Let's get a valid altimeter to put in there. Airports, weather. Oh, I could do this here. Let me try this. Atsu. I forget where my weather's coming from though. I don't know where my weather's coming from. Weather requests. That. Retard. Yes. Send. What's their message? We can accept that. 20 a back of 28.4. Okay, so let's go return message. Oh, return the received messages. Weather data. Okay, maybe the printer doesn't work. I thought there was a way to push things to the printer, but maybe that's like if you have the ACARS program. I don't have the ACARS program, which is fine. Okay, so current altimeter is going to be 3000, so we can go ahead and set 3000, and there, excellent. Alrighty, flight directors on constraints on arc. Let's go to 10 miles. That looks good. We want to be in speed, heading vertical speed. Digits displayed in our windows here. All of our lights are extinguished here. Same thing on the first officers. EFOS, we want 3000. Let me go ahead and set the standby to 3000 as well. Do all 3. There we go. We'll put you on 10 nautical miles. Constraints flight directors on, and then all of his lights over there are extinguished. Coming over to the main instrument panel. Let me adjust this. It's a little cloudy out right now. Adjust that down just a tad bit. There we go. So we got the PFD on the left and ND on the right. Our standby attitude indicator is aligned, and that looks good. Upper E cam is on the upper display. The lower E cam is on the lower display. So that looks good. I can get rid of the electrical page there. Brake fans off. Landing gears down through green. Anti-skid is on. Let's see. We got the correct date and time. Excellent. Landing gears down with no red arrow. The FO's instrument panel. The ND is on the left. PFD on the right. We can adjust the brightness down a little bit there, so it's not insanely bright. Alrighty, coming down to the center pedestal on the captain side. The MIG-DO is operational. Let's go ahead and net request there. The RMP looks good. The ACP is functional. Integral lighting as needed. It's not too bad. I like turning that down depending on how old the airplane is. I'll turn that all the way down and sometimes off in the daytime, because all these buttons can get super hot in some of the older airplanes. Alrighty, the radar doesn't work. Windshield PWS is off. That looks good. Coming to the center pedestal, all the switching is a norm. Let's go ahead and hit recall. We should get a normal. There we go, normal, and hit clear. That looks good. Trim is at 0. Thrust levers at idle. Engine masters are off. Mode is normal. Speed brakes stowed. Flaps are up. Display. Something's in the window for a rudder trim there. Gravity gear extension is down. Same thing on the first officer side as the captain side. MIG-DO is functional. I'll go ahead and just set that to the performance page there. The his side RMP is functional, looks good. I have them set to VHF1. Our ACP looks good. This panel, not too much to do there unless we want to play with the flood lighting. And the transponder, we will put in 4, 5, 4, 5. Really? Auto ATC 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that works. So we will put that in there. 4, 5, 6. Nope. 7's the other way. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We'll go ahead and put that in there. Get. I think we got to auto cycle this back off and then on again. For oop. Sorry, did not mean to do that. To get the okay. Yep. Mode C is on. Darius. Good morning, afternoon, evening. How are you doing, Darius? Unfortunate as of right now. The printing only works with an actual thermal. So if you have a thermal printer, you can push like your ATIS or ACARS message to your actual thermal printer or thermal printer. Okay, they're working on an actual printer, though, like the fly-by-wire. Okay, so they are going to be working on something similar to what fly-by-wire has. That's what I was kind of expecting. With that, and then hold on, let me do this last check here. It's going to be the brake check, so we're going to look at the accumulator. I'll press both brakes down. We'll turn the brakes off. Release brake, left brake, depress it. Right brake, depress it, and then we'll turn the parking brake back on. You should get a little bit of dip with the accumulator pressure there. That's fine. It will get repressurized when they close. Oh, they closed these doors already. Oh well, that's a quick loading of the cargo. It is what it is. So we still have enough to push back and start. I'm not too worried about it. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes. Okay. I keep hitting the wrong button. Meat and potatoes of this. Yeah, I was really hoping that it would kind of be like the fly-by-wire print function, but if that's coming, it's in the works. That's pretty cool, because then you could print stuff off. I wonder where they're gonna have a where you'll be able to put it when it prints out, because a lot of times in real life you'll set your stuff that comes out on the printer right there, or like you see how you have the space here, you'll put it there or there. Anywhere there's a space, you can literally, someone, I don't know who, goes around putting clips in airplanes. They're not like FAA clips, so we're not technically allowed to put them on the airplane, but people get very angry when you take the clips out of the airplane, so I think the company just allows it. Let's see, our cost index is going to be view the flight plan. Cost index of 23. There we go. 23 is our cost index. We'll be cruising along at 13,000 feet. That might be very generous. It is 9 degrees warmer, so that's going to be +7. If I can do maths correctly. And the current temperature is 15 degrees. It's a nice, beautiful 15 degrees standard Northern California day there. Alrighty, so looks like our alternate is San Francisco, so that looks good. The zero fuel weight is going to be 123.8. So do here 123.8, and our zero fuel weight CG. We'll pull that straight from here. The preliminary load sheet. I think one of these days I'm gonna do a video on how we actually do our weight and balance in the aircraft. And when I say weight and balance, how you read all of this information, interpret all that information, and really it's mostly how we do the planning on it. Because I do things a little bit differently, because just the way our airline does things. Alrighty. Zero fuel weight CG 30.0. That's always a guess, and it's like they loaded the same way. I don't need you over there. I need you over here at 30.0. There we go. We shall put that in. Our block fuel is going to be 15.6. Yep, we got it. 15.6. Route reserve, we'll go ahead and zero that out, and our alternate time is going to be 2.7 That's how much gas we will burn on the way here. It's weird. Why it still does that? Nope, I don't want that. Clear. Wrong number. 2.7 alternate time. That gives us an actual fuel load. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get into the flight plan now. We'll depart on 1 left. We're going to be departing on the Truckin' 2. So, Truckin' 2. And we'll go to Truckin'. So, Truckin' 2 Truckin'. I don't think I need to do anything there. Just, there we go. Truckin' 2 Truckin', CCR. And then CCR, that's going to be the transition. We'll call it 17 right for now. On the CCR2. I don't know what CCR is. Concord? Okay. Concord? However you say that. So we'll do that. I won't put any Vias in there. We'll just do it as it is there. Because the Concord 2 kind of dropped you off on a... Okay. Down one there. Airports. So let's see. Approach. 17 right. Yeah, no reason. Okay, there's not a real transition there. So that's fine. Now that we got that, we can go back to the initialization page. We can go ahead and request our winds. Now, if you had an airplane where the winds didn't import or the McDo didn't uplink, anything like that, well, on a flight as short as this one, you really don't have to input the winds, because then you'd have to like input the winds manually. So less than, I think it's like 1 or 2 hours, you don't have to import the winds, because it's considered negligible. Alrighty, so I'm gonna take the V speeds. They're a little bit more conservative from SimBrief. So SimBrief has given me 130, 130, and 132. And we will do a flex of 64. That looks good there. It'll be flaps 1 and... oh, whatever. The 28.4. So... up 0.2. Something like that. Alrighty. I like it. There we go. We'll do a 290 descent. Like it even matters. Alrighty, and then for our secondary flight plan, we'll go ahead and copy the active and call that a day. Let's go ahead and review our route out of here, shall we? So, zoom you out, can bring you over, and I can bring this down. Excellent, just like that. So, off of runway 1 left, we're trucking, that's 520 feet. Then we will get, then we'll turn on course to tie-dye, that's at or above 3,000 feet. Then trucking, from trucking we will go direct to CCR. And then the CCR is the transition on the Concorde 2, which is CCR Isio. I think that's that's how you would say that, Isio. And then Elko. And then from there it's a heading, 340 heading, to get radar vectors back around on the ILS 2 runway 17 right. We have Fapin, which is going to be at or above 1800. Then Jernu, again at or above 1800. From there it's going to be a 3-degree glide slope 5 miles to the runway. That looks like that math adds up there. And then our missed approach will be a climbing to 500, climbing right turn 2000 on a 350 heading. We'll go outbound on the Sacramento 329 to Grime intersection and hold. So that's a lot of work there to Grime and hold. That looks good. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go back here. Let's go ahead, no ATC online, we'll just put our top altitude of 13,000 feet in the box there. We're at gate 6, I think it is. We're here. We'll push back, start up both engines, we'll taxi to 1 left. More than likely we'll just come around Alpha or Bravo. I forget which way it goes which way. I don't know. So we'll probably come out Alpha and then just take Alpha and Mike 1. So right there. Plan on doing a flaps 1 flex standard reject considerations. Any questions on what we reject for? Nope. Alright, if we do lose an engine, what we'll more than likely do is... Oop, too quick. We'll go out over the bay a little bit. So we'll continue on the runway heading for a little bit, and then we'll make a right-hand turn. Come back down the bay here, clean everything up, and then get radar vectors back around to 1 of the 2/8. So that's how we'll do that. We'll keep ourselves in the bay and the valley there, and that'll be that. Otherwise, we'll continue out on our SID. We'll go to 13,000 feet. I need to put in our CTAF frequency. I don't know what the CTAF is. KSFO. Nope. I need CTAF. There we go. Excellent. It's 2050. So we'll put 2050 in there. We'll leave 22.8 in the standby. So 2050. There you go. 2050. That's in a standby. And we're squawking 4567 because VATSIM is being funny today. Alrighty, questions about our briefing? Nope, no questions there. We have completed all of that stuff, so let's go ahead. We need to check, make sure, yep, our IRs are aligned. You see terrain has gone off. Recorder ground control is on. At this time, I can go ahead and turn on the terrain on ND. That looks good. Standby attitude is aligned with the correct QNH in there. That looks good. Let's see. The parking brake is on and is checked.
582 short, final 28 left.
Sweeto. My ACP is set, my RMP is set. Let's go ahead and check our location position monitor, and we're just looking for reasonableness. So San Francisco looks at like it's at 37, 37.1, 37, 37.2, and we get west 122, 22.5, 122, 23.2. That's good enough for me. Thank you. So our location checks out. The ND looks good. PFD, we got V1, V2, climate nav for blue, flight directors 1 and 2, and let's go ahead and check our oxygen. That is checked. Let's see. The only thing we are waiting on is to finish up boarding. Excellent. So in the meantime, we can go ahead and get rid of the external power. We don't need that anymore. And let's go ahead and get rid of our PCA as well. So we can go ahead and do that. Excellent. And now would be a good time. You have a little break in all the action that you've been doing. You get a little break. Go ahead and do your welcome aboard announcement and get that out of the way. Once your welcome aboard announcement is done, I usually like turning the flight the seatbelt sign on, so we could do that. We'll go ahead and get our fuel pumps on since we're done fueling. The electrical panel is set. I got the external power off. Our bleeds are set and ready for pushback. And the seatbelt sign is on. Last thing we need to do is check. We have fuels, balance, pumps look good. All our hydraulics look good. Precision auto with a good landing elevation. And we have enough oil. We're ready. So, and our window is closed. If we opened it, it's closed. So, let's go ahead and run it before start. A checklist, a recorder ground control. Oop. Recorder ground control, that is on AML and flight forms. On board, reviewed, aircraft. Hold on, let me pull up what the nose number is. I forgot what it is. It's like 50565464. It's something like that. Something weird. Let's just get a weird nose number. and I can't find it anywhere. Oh well. Fuel quantity, 15.6 required, 15.6 on board. Takeoff performance, got 130, 130, 132 with a flex 64, oxygen checked. Seatbelt sign is on, ECAM checked, park brake on and checked. MCDU set altimeters is 3000. Departure briefing is reviewed. The before start checklist is complete. It does look like they finally have finished up boarding there in the back. So we will go ahead and request our pushback tug here. Excellent. We'll go ahead and get all of our doors going. Ooh. Before we get fully going, let me make sure I turned everything over to Airbus. I think I did. I think that's the last thing I flew. Yeah, Airbus, I take Airbus though. Cool. Back. There's ah, there it is. 4046. Whatever. Just make it your tail number. Why do you gotta make it everything so weird? There we go. Looking good behind us. No one's in the alley, so let's go ahead and hop back inside. All the doors are armed. We can close our cockpit door. Gotta love those vintage 1990s seats back there. Alrighty, so the door is closed. Slides are armed. We have PANTS. Cool, and a company message sitting in there. And we're ready for pushback. Excellent. Let me go ahead and get this company message real quick. This is going to be our final closeout here. Received messages, a load closeout. We will accept that. 123 point, what is that? 8?
San Francisco International.
123.8. Oh, okay. We are like literally right spot on. Sweeto. So, go ahead and put you back on. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start our pushback, shall we? Oh, there we go. Not the best day here in San Francisco. Looks like a kind of a cloudy California day down here, but that's okay. So I'll probably push us back onto the line and then pull us up to the top of the alley, as I feel like that would be the most correct thing that they would do there. Push you all the way, like, pull you all the way up to just right there. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, I'll bring it to a stop. That way we're not intruding on the gate behind us. We'll bring you to neutral, and then we'll tow you back around. There we go. And I feel like we should be far enough where we're not gonna... Our jet blast isn't gonna hurt anyone on the gate behind us, so let's go ahead and start our engine, shall we? There we go. Jonathan Sellers, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. And welcome to another Turn and Burn Tuesday here on the Great Eagle Flight Sim channel. Do you not use GSX? No, I do not have GSX, unfortunately. I think I'm holding off for it. I'm like, it's only, what, like 2 more months until 24 comes out. I kind of want to get Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I really want to see if everything's going to work with it on day one. I don't know. I might not get it on day one of release just to see what's gonna work on it and what won't work on it. Um, because I kind of want to go all in on the new simulator, move all my planes over, move all that over. I have literally a 4 terabyte hard drive just waiting for Flight Sim 2024. So, that's not even a 4 terabyte hard drive, it's a 4 terabyte M.2. So, waiting on it, and I'll move everything over to that beast of a drive before before I kind of go all in on GSX. Because as I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan, but GSX requires you to get profiles either to go online flightsim.to, right, or for you to go into GSX yourself while you're at an airport and make custom files, or your custom pushback files, right? Or will there just be like standard ones that like they do for all the airports? Which again is another thing. You got to go online to flightsim.to, get the pushback profiles, aircraft profiles, stuff like that, to utilize. Now it's really cool. Like kind of one of the coolest updates I think they did was like the passengers. I think having the visible passengers in the cabin is actually really cool. As much as it eats your frame rates, I think it's really cool that they did that. Yeah, some airports require a profile. Yeah, yeah. So again, that's extra drive space, extra everything. I think I'm on this M.2 that I have flight sim on. I'm down to like the last 40 gigs of space. So trying not to wear out this hard drive. Don't know if I'll switch out. I have another 2 gig M.2 that's literally sitting there doing nothing. So I have a 2 terabyte and I have a 4 terabyte M.2 that's literally sitting there doing nothing. Alrighty, so we have 2 good starts. Let's go flaps 1 after start checklist. Go ahead and get those down. Taxi light on, and let's. Nope, I didn't mean that button. I meant the status button. There we go. That looks normal. Excellent. Alrighty. So, after start checklist, engine anti-ice, we don't need. Status is checked. Rotor trim is at 0. The after start checklist is complete. We are clear on the left, and we're clear on the right. I guess we should make a call. Then we're taxing a 1 left via Alpha Mike 1. Alrighty. San Francisco Traffic United 3318 is at spot 7 Alpha. Will be taxiing to runway 1 left via Alpha and Mike 1 San Francisco traffic. Alrighty, so we have made our call. We can go ahead and get this show on the road. Yeah, Jonathan, the fun thing about flight simming is there's so much extra stuff that you can, software you can buy, airports you can buy, airplanes you can buy, to just you can eat through your hard drive pretty quickly. So that's why when I knew I was building this rig, I knew I wanted a lot of space. That's why I ended up going for a 4 terabyte hard drive for another drive on, not hard drive. I keep saying hard drive. It's a solid. It's an M.2 drive. So I went with a 4 terabyte M.2, and then I went with another 2 terabyte M.2 just in case that wasn't enough. And I just moved over my old 1 terabyte M.2 drive. And this drive has been very, very faithful to me. My old SSD literally just bricked itself. Just one day, just nothing worked. I was like, cool. All that stuff's just gone. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and do a flight control check while we got a straightaway here, shall we? Alrighty, sounds good. Pull up.
San Francisco International.
Pull down.
194.
Neutral.
28 left.
Pull left.
San Francisco International.
Pull right. Neutral. Let's get our rudders. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Alrighty, we can go ahead and bring our auto brakes up to max. I said we're going to be 0.2 up. That looks good. Turn the PWS on, and now we can check our takeoff config. So that all looks good. Go ahead and make our slight right hand turn here. The airplane is starting to pick up a decent amount of speed. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do a before takeoff checklist. Flaps. We have one planned and one indicated takeoff data and speeds are checked. Weight, we're at 139.2. I was planning on 141.0. So our weight is good for takeoff. Ooh. I should have known I just needed breakaway thrust and this thing would start going crazy. There we go. Slow you back down. Excellent. Stab trim. What is it? We need a 28.6%. And we are at, nope, I want that page. 28.4%. Flight controls checked. ECAM memo. Takeoff, no blue. We are to the line. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. There we go. So, we can go below the line. Runway and FMS. I got runway. Put you on flight plan. One left on the box on my screen. Out the window checked. And then takeoff fuel. Minimum is 14.2. We have 15.3 on board. Flight attendants are notified. Engine mode is a norm. And TCAS, go ahead and roll you over to TARA. The before takeoff checklist is complete. Let's see. Yeah, I just switched from Xbox to PC, and I already ate up 10% of a 1 terabyte with just Microsoft Flight Simulator and 300 plus gigabytes of add-ons. Gotta get a new hard drive soon. Yeah, Jonathan Sellers, like I said, it is one of those hobbies where you can just keep buying, and I mean, you don't even have to keep buying stuff. You literally, if you wanted to, I mean, you can fill up your hard drive with freeware from flightsim.to. Like, there's no shortage of things that are vying for your hard drive. When it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator and its products. Alrighty, we are ready to go. I think someone just took off our runway 28 left. So there should not be a problem. I saw them taxiing out. It looked like they were a 777 of some sort. So we will make our left-hand turn. Which one's Mike 1? That says Mike, so I would assume that's Mike 1. Cool. Alright. We will go ahead and let the flight attendants... Oh, there's another airplane there. Hello. Did not know there was anyone else on. How you doing, bud? Because it's not a lot going on. I didn't put FSLTL on. I guess I probably should have, but it is what it is. You guys want me to put turn on FSLTL static traffic? It'll just be static traffic. I don't have like beyond ATC to like do any traffic injection. Although I'm waiting for that to come out fully. When that comes out fully, I may splurge a little bit and get beyond ATC just for the traffic injection. Alrighty, let the flight attendants know we are taking the runway. Everything looks clear there. It is clear on the right. Runway looks clear. San Francisco traffic, United 3318 is departing runway 1 left on a truck and 2. San Francisco traffic. Alrighty. So, we are lights, we are camera. That's a 319. No need to like make that heavy turn. Just go ahead and do it just about like that. You don't need crazy oversteer on this thing. because you're not really too worried about it. So just a nice, gentle turn there. Yeah, I gotta do something with the curve on my brake pedals because it's like I'm pressing almost all the way to the floor just to get the airplane to brake. Alrighty, I think we should be good. I haven't heard anyone. Let's get on out of here. Half down on the side stick. 1.05 on the EPR. That looks good. Flex. Thrust set. Checked. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Climb set. There we go. We'll go ahead and get autopilot 1 going. Oof. We're already in like a cloud layer. Oh yeah. Not a good looking day out in San Francisco. I hadn't looked at the weather in Sacramento either. Hopefully it's a little bit better. In fact, let me see. Do they got a real world ATIS? Yeah, they got a real world ATIS there. They're using 17 right for departure and arrival. Yeah, it's 10 miles fuel, 12,000 there. Okay. Flaps up after takeoff checklist. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Oh, look at that breakout, chat. Nothing like a cool breakout. Absolutely beautiful. Love when you get a good breakout like that. It does look like it clears up a little further inland there. So probably just past the mountains, it seems like. I go ahead and brighten up the displays a little bit. There we go. A little too dim now that we're above the clouds there. How often do you fly the A320 IRL? I fly my work schedule has me pretty much on average. I'm flying a trip once a week, pretty much. Sometimes you get lucky and you miss a week, but on average it's about once a week that I'm flying. It's now I should say that with some caveats, right? Because I'm on reserve, so I only fly when they need me, when they call me out. Um, so there could be a week where they don't use me, and then I won't fly for 2 weeks. And we're post summer now, so all that summer travel rushing, that's all gone. We'll go ahead and full speed here, and we'll climb at 270 like we normally would. Let's go ahead and get these out. There we go. Turn you off, and then let them know we're out of sterile. And we'll level here at 13, 12 for 13. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and speed you on up. I've went ahead and just briefed the whole thing on the ground, so not too worried about the arrival briefing. So we'll speed you up to, let's call it 340. There we go. Yeah, so it's about on average once a week, and then now with the post-summer flying rush over, I find I am working a little less than I have been in the past, so which is fine with me. I much rather get paid to stay at home versus going out and flying all over God's green earth. But yeah, on average about once a week. Unless you're specifically talking about the 320, which, yeah, I fly it a decent amount. My latest trip ended with, well, no, it was literally all 319 flying. So, flew the 319, two legs, really. First officer had a really good landing. Greased her on, and then so I had to follow up after that with my own greaser, and I think we were both just showing off to each other for one, the one whole landing we got to do with each other. So the 319, like I said, I like it. It's the Swiss Army knife. It can do everything. It can literally do everything. All right, let's see. It says enter destination data. Yeah, let's go ahead and go over here. I still have the weather up, so it's 2997. Put that in there. The temperature is 17 degrees. Go ahead and put that in there. And our wind is 160 at 12. Okay, 160 at 12. Pretty good headwind going down there. The minimums on the ILS is going to be 225 for the Cat 1, 225, and we'll go flaps full. I won't use any auto brakes there, since we have more than enough windway. 8,598 feet. That's good. So here's what we're looking at here. 17 right. That looks good. We'll probably make an Alpha 10 or an Alpha 11 turn off. I have no clue what all this is. Air cargo ramp. Okay, no through route to terminal ramp. Okay, so don't go this way to get to the terminal, so we gotta go. We'll turn you over to Unicom. So we'll probably go up Alpha and then back across the Yankee, and then I don't know, we'll like park here, I guess. Concourse B, and then we'll turn it back around, go back out 178. So that'll be that. If we can get some in-flight tunes going for us there. There we go. Sweet deal. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it definitely clears up out there. Over Central Center, the Valley, California Valley. I don't know what they call it. It's some sort of valley out there. I just forget what they call it. You definitely got like the coast, California coast. You got the California mountains. You got like the huge valley right in the middle there. Kind of like the breadbasket of California. Lots of farmland out here. Bring up the arrival. Oh, there are no restrictions on the arrival. So let's just do Elko at 10,000 feet. Let me just go ahead and pop that restriction in there. See if I can make the box freak out for a second. Since we don't have a restriction. Oh, we're over the top of descent. Anyway, let's just go ahead and, well, we won't need it. I'll ignore that, and then we're only 13,000 feet. No reason for us to descend like a madman quite yet. I'll probably start the slow up over Izio, and then we'll descend before we get to Elko, down to whatever altitude we need to be. Let's see. Does Sacramento have a CTAF? 125.7. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do that. I promise I'll slow up over Izio. There we go. 250 knots. Let's go ahead and get that now. There we go. And then we need 2570. There we go. Go ahead and put you in there. Well, this flight is a much shorter flight segment than I thought it was going to be. They take a 175 on this route in real life. This swaps between a 175 and a CRJ 200, so, you know, they're not putting mainline equipment on it, but, you know, it's turn and burn. The routes aren't always going to be the most realistic for an A319, which is perfectly fine with me. I just like getting in the airplane and going flying. So let's go ahead and select, let's call it 5,000. We'll go down to 5,000, and we'll go ahead and select that. No need to set manage speed. In fact, I'm going to clear you out. We have everything set. I'm going to go ahead and activate the approach. We'll go ahead and confirm that. Excellent. Approach is activated. Alright. You can see the airport down there. There it is. Wow. Yeah, it is actually very nice out here. Nice California day. The California coast will never get boring, will never get old to me. Never boring flying out here. It's just so beautiful. Just like the change in geography. You have the beach, you have the coastline, you have the mountains, you have the valleys, the big valleys here. It never gets old flying out in California. Let's see, what is our... We need to be at or above 1800 crossing Fapin, so we'll go at or above, let's call it 1800 here. Switch over to hundreds of feet, go down to 1800. Excellent. 2997, yeah, 2997, sorry. There I am. 2997, set once, set twice, set thrice. We'll go ahead and prepare the flight attendants for landing. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. Go ahead and let them know we are entering sterile, and I can go ahead and get all the lights on so I don't forget about it. Let's go ahead and do a descent checklist. Descent checklist, altimeters, we got 29097. Auto brake is off. Perf approach page is set. Arrival briefing is reviewed. We're on the Concorde 2 arrival. We're doing the visual backed up with ILS to runway 17 right. Status is checked. Descent checklist is complete. Excellent. There we go. Short flights is kind of hard, especially when you don't go all the way through 18,000 feet. That makes it even harder to remember that. Yeah, you got to do a descent checklist. That's 18,000 feet. It's kind of like your nice little reminder that you got to do a descent checklist when you're below that. You're cruising below that. It's kind of hard to remember that. So it's one of those things. Wonder if we'll be able to see the airport from the wing. Yeah, we can. There it is. Coming into view. I wonder where downtown Sacramento is. Like, I see the airport. I just don't know. Is it on this side? Is that Sacramento? I don't know. Yeah, there's the airport. That seems like that would not be Sacramento. Like, that seems oddly far, but there's not much to indicate. Let's see. Okay, no, Sacramento is like down here. Like, this is like downtown Sacramento. Alright. Alrighty, let's go ahead and drop the board so we can get on down now. Go ahead and do that. Bring the range in just a little bit. What I'll probably do is once we're beam vaping, just go ahead and direct to and call that a day. Sacramento traffic. United 3318 is on the right hand downwind for runway 17 right. Sacramento traffic. Yeah, okay, sweet. That should be the right frequency. Alrighty, like I said, we are now a beam vaping, so I'll just go direct to, enter. That looks good. We can go on around. Let me go ahead and stop our in-flight entertainment real quick. There we go. Excellent. We'll go ahead and turn that off. Go ahead and get our replay going. Where are you? There we go. Let's go ahead and record. There we go. So the replay is now going. Everything looks like it's coming along absolutely beautiful. Look at this beautiful turn here. Look at the thick green pastures out here. Absolutely beautiful to come out here and see this. You can definitely tell this is like the breadbasket of California here. Alrighty. Enough marveling at the beauty that is. Let's go ahead. Stow those speed brakes. We will select our speed here. And once I roll out enough, I'm gonna wait until let nav take us almost to vaping, but not quite to. Before I arm everything up. Alright. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and hit approach. Autopilot number 2. Excellent. Flaps 1, speed verified. We're 28 for 18. Low capture. Let's go ahead and go gear down. Flaps 2, speed verified. Glide slope capture set the missed approach altitude. It is 2,000 feet. Flaps 3, speed verified. That's how I would expect it to slow down. I like this fine-tuned model. Excellent. Thank you, Fenix, for adjusting that. Flaps full. Speed verified before landing checklist. Altimeters is 299.7 and 1880. Engine mode is norm. Landing gear down. 3 green. ECAM memo. Landing cabin. Okay, there we go. Landing no blue. Yeah, landing no blue. Before landing checklist is complete. That was a beautiful slowdown. That's exactly how I would expect an A319 to slow down in real life. Sacramento traffic, United 3318 is on a 4-mile final for runway 1708, Sacramento traffic. There we go. Excellent. And look at that. Everything done. We're completely stable. That is how it should be. That is how it should be. I like that feel a lot more, Phoenix. I like that feel a lot more. Because once you drop the gear, you should have no problem slowing down. Even slowing down while you're going down. So, excellent. I like that change. Because literally a few days ago when I was flying the 319, I think I took it to like, it was something ridiculous. They weren't controlling my speed, so I was doing something ridiculous like 210. I did like 210 knots to like a 7-mile final. And, you know, popped the gear, popped the speed brake, slowed on down, and was stable before 1,000 feet. With the, you know, checklist complete. The airplane will slow down. So we got the 1,000-foot stable call. That looks good. I think I see the Vassies out there. Excellent. I'll turn the sounds up just a little bit, and I'll see you on the ground.
Above.
Trending a little high, correcting.
Minimum.
There we go. Trending a little low, correcting. Yep.
Light slope. Light slope.
40, 30, 20, retard.
Clear. Hold it. Boom. There we go. Oh, wow. Why did my simulator just freeze there? Alrighty. Manual braking. Are you stopping? Yeah, I need to do something with curves on my brakes. Alrighty. I had to modify, I forgot what axis it is on my brakes because one of them is, I don't know, something's wrong with the thing there. I need to get a new set of rudder pedals for sure. Alrighty, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sacramento. Hello, Sacramento traffic. United 3318 is clear of 17 right. We'll be taxiing to the gate via Alpha and Yankee. Sacramento traffic. Alrighty, so there we go. We can't go straight because that's the cargo ramp, so we will go back this way. Yeah, it makes it look like that it all connects up, but it don't connect up. Alrighty, so flaps up. Well, nope. Gotta hit that first. Now I can hit that. Alrighty. So we'll take Yankee to the ramp. That's what we'll do. Does that connect through? It does look like it connects through, but it says no through traffic, so we won't go through that way. Why's my view so close to the airplane? I have no clue. Already was not planning on this flight being that quick based on block times, but it is what it is. We'll come over here, probably park somewhere towards the middle of the terminal there, and then we can go ahead and turn this puppy. Actually, let me see. Where do they park in real life? Let me go to Flight Aware real quick. Oh, 175 parked at A15. I don't know where A15 is. Go over here. Where's A15? Oh, it's the other terminal. Okay. I don't see where 15 is, but it's over there somewhere. Oh, okay. I see where it is now. We're going to go over to the other terminal. We're going to park right there. Since that's where the other flight did it in real life, we will try to replicate that. Especially since we got a little bit of time. Not too worried about time. And it went by a lot faster than I thought we would. So, let's see. Current time is, what, 1710Z? Yeah, 1710. Let's aim for a 17... Ooh. You know what? I'll do it the way I thought I was gonna do it. We'll still have the new out time be 17. I said 1755 originally. Is what I planned on. Let's make it. Because I was gonna do what, a 40-minute turn? Yeah, 1755. Yeah. We'll make it 1755 as our scheduled out time. Okay, so that's still going along pretty much as planned there. Alrighty. So 15 is going to be the first perpendicular one here. I want to do this. Maybe not. It does work, but only like when I'm super slow does it feel like the airplane's actually stopping. Alrighty. So we got that chat. We should be off block by 1755 on our way back in. Or not way back in. On our way back to San Francisco. Alrighty. So 17. Are these signs slightly off? I'm not too sure. That says Alpha 17 right in front of me. But what does the ground say? The ground says Alpha 15. Yeah, so this is one of those ones where the ground markings doesn't match what the building marking says. So we will just go ahead and turn on in. Should probably turn my nose wheel light off so I'm not blinding the marshaller there, but that's okay. I'll get it in a second. There we go. Oop. We'll go up to the next one. How about that? Oop. Alrighty, we'll call that done there. We'll go ahead and set our brakes. Like I said, we can turn the taxi light off so we're not blinding him. We can turn the seatbelt sign off. There we go. Engine 2 can come off. Then engine 1 can come off. We'll go up top, get all of our fuel pumps off. That changeover is a little bit delayed. I would still like to see Fenix get that happen a little bit more snappier. With our when you shut off the engines, it's almost instantaneous. The second it goes off, those generators come offline and it switches to the APU generator. Alrighty, so let's see. We're gonna check our fuel levels. They look good there. The hydraulics look good. Status, no random messages popping up. And our oxygen looks good. And our doors, port disarmed. Alrighty, shutdown checklist. Park brake is on and checked in. Engine masters are off. Engine mode is norm. Speed brake disarmed. Radar is off. Wind shear PWS system is off. The fuel pumps are off. And slides for disarmed. APU is going. Shutdown checklist is complete. Excellent. We can go ahead and open our door. We can go ahead and begin deboarding. And let's go ahead and get the APU bleed going. There we go. We won't worry about the GPU as of now. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of background music on while I get the sim brief going there again. I said 17... 55, I think that's what I wanted it to be, so let's go ahead and do new flight. We're going to be UAL 3318. We're going to be departing from Sacramento to San Francisco 319. 319 IE. Change the reg. What was it again? The 46, something like that. Yep. Let's see. That block time looks about appropriate. Let's get to a rate. Yeah, it's gonna be... No. Does it really matter? Okay. So... getting all my fuel numbers set. I like to add a little bit of extra, even though no one's online. I like to have enough fuel to make sure I know what I'm doing is going to work. Alrighty, so that all looks good there. We'll go ahead and generate the flight plan. The alternate's going to be Sacramento. It is nice in Sacramento, so there we go. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and pre-file you on the network. Pre-file. What's our airtime? 23 minutes back. Alright, we'll follow that flight plan. Excellent. No auto ATC this time? Okay. It is what it is. I'll keep my squawk then, 4567. No auto ATC, so it is what it is. Still in the middle of D-board, and once we're done, we will turn right back around. I forgot to change the time on this. Edit. It's at 50. I wanted 55. That's what I wanted. Right, chat. I wanted 55. So go ahead and apply. We'll generate that. Excellent. There we go. The only thing changed was the departure time there. Alrighty. So got 12,000 tanks. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and flight completed. Excellent. Import our next flight. Ooh, I forgot to stop the let's go ahead and stop this. Excellent. T-minus 37 minutes. That sounds good to me. Mass and balance. Let's go ahead and load the aircraft. 24 minutes real time load here. Excellent. So they're going to go ahead and throw on all the things. There, we'll do a real-time load. Let's go ahead and do a cursory redo of our checklist here. There's a lot of stuff you don't have to do since it's been done before. We'll just get that going so it captures our checklist. Excellent. So essentially on a turn, it's a lot easier when you have the airplane during a turn. So because you could just go in, hit a net request there. While that's thinking, let's go ahead and get some takeoff data for a return flight here. Excellent, 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 excellent. I don't like the credit headwinds, so we'll take the headwind out. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and calculate. And alright, excellent. So we have takeoff data. Let's see, we got a company message. We'll go ahead and go and nope, I want Atsu. AOC, received messages, arrival message, return, depart, load sheet. There we go. We'll accept that with a CG of 27.8. That's going to be up, what, 0.3, I guess. We'll call it that. Alrighty, so we're going to be United Airlines again, going on the way back through 318. Excellent. Our cost index on the way back this time is going to be 11. We're going to go all the way up to 16,000 feet this time. The temperature deviation is plus 10, so that's going to be 3. Alright, there we go. 19 is the temperature here, so we'll go ahead and throw that in there. A little bit warmer on the interior. Let's see. Zero fuel weight, we're planning on an estimated zero fuel weight of 120.4, so we'll go ahead and do that. 120.4 with a CG of 29.4, so 29.4. Block fuel, looking at 15.8. And it should be almost there because we weren't too far away from that. Let's go ahead and zero out our route reserve, and the alternate time is going to be 2.5 to come back to Sacramento. 2.5 to Sacramento. There we go. That makes these numbers more valid. We'll do part 17 right like they're doing in real life. There is no SID out of here. No, there's no SID. We're just going to go direct to Orca for the Risti one. So let me go ahead and go back to flights. Let me unload this one and import the new one from SimBrief there. Excellent. So, what is the Ritzy, whatever it's called? Orca, Risty. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So we'll go that, no SID, San Francisco, 28 right is what we're going to do. So I'll select that, approach, ILS 28 right, obviously. Risty, yes. Orca transition, insert that. There's only one restriction on their arrival, C, the 900,000, so there we go. And then from there we'll get radar vectors into the arrival, onto the approach. Actually, I won't put any approach views in there. Go back to initialization. We'll go to the winds page here. We shall request our winds on the way back, and then we can go to performance page. I need to wait for that to uplink. And let's see. SimBrief says we need 128, 128, 130. We're super light. We're pretty light on the way back. 128, 128, 130, flex 67. There's that. The wind is uplinked. It's going to be flaps 1. And we set up 0.3. That looks good. And for the arrival, not too worried about the descent forecast here, but let's just go ahead and say 290 in our descent. Secondary flight plan, we can go ahead and copy over the active flight plan. That is all good. And I like to put everything on the performance page there. Excellent. So now that that is all done and completed up, let's go ahead and check the IRs are still aligned. We really should be checking the drift, so we go to data and we want position monitor. 0.1 drift. Alright, that's good. While we're there, we can go ahead and check our location. So if we bring this page up, looking in the top corner there, 3841.7, 3841.7, and then 121, 35.4, 121, 35.2. Good enough for me. There we go. So we will go ahead and put that back up in its corner. We check the position. IRs are aligned. Recorder ground control is on, so we can capture our checklist there. Terrain on ND is on, and we have a good altimeter and our standby there. It is aligned. Parking brake is on and checked. It looks good. You see the accumulator is all pumped up now, so that's good there. And we got the memo on the ACAM, upper ACAM display there. Our radios are, the ACP RMP is set. We already checked our position. The ND looks good. I need to reset the flight directors. There we go. Let's go ahead and put our top altitude of 16,000 feet in there since no one is online. Excellent. We'll leave you in thousands. So we got on the PFD, V1, V2, climate nav, blue flight directors 1 and 2. We have checked the oxygen. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do a quick briefing here. We are here at gate A15. We'll push back, start both engines up. We'll probably just taxi northbound all the way up to Whiskey, and then we'll take Whiskey and Alpha down to the end of 17 right. Plan of flaps 1 flex. Standard reject considerations. If we do lose an engine, there's no special engine failure procedure. We'll just take her straight on out, clean her up, and make a right-hand pattern to come back around. We'll probably come back around to 17 left is the longest runway there. If we do need more runway, we'll have to head somewhere else for that. Otherwise, we'll continue out. I'll probably just go direct to Orca after we depart, and we'll come in on the arrival there. I'm surprised it doesn't have the approach in there. Usually it has dots to the airport. It is what it is. So That's it. Very simple, straightforward route. Coming back into San Francisco. So we're taking off south and we're landing west. Very easy. Another short hop. Let's plan on doing the ILS to runway 28 right. Well, I had that up there. Let's go ahead and review the arrival here. So you got Orca, then Hare, then Byron. I don't know what else is sitting on top of that. The equal distance point, equal time point. Then Tracy, then moved. Then Risty. Then see the 9000. From there, we'll get vectors onto the ILS to runway 28 right approach, and that's going to be Seepin. That's at above 3,000 feet. And then last fix is Axmal at above 1,800 feet. From there, it is 5 miles, 3-degree glide slope to the runway. Miss approach, climb to 420, and then we'll climb to 3,000 on the San Francisco. What is that? 281 radio, the VIQ, and hold. So there we go. VIQ and hold. Excellent. So we'll just right through those two mountains there. There we go. So all of that checks out. Our total distance here. Let's see what the total distance. The box says 109. We have. Nope, I don't want that one. I want this one. We have 111. So I mean, good enough. There we go. So we are now just waiting to finish. I don't need the GPU. I can go ahead and get rid of you. And we're pretty much, looks like the cargo's loaded. Looks like our fuel's loaded. We're just waiting on the last few passengers to get boarded up there. Departure briefing has been reviewed. Let's go ahead and we can make our boarding announcement if we wanted to. Let's see. Let me bring up the weather in San Francisco. There we go. I like to bring that up. There we go. I like to bring up all the information I need before I actually go on and make an announcement. So let's see. I'll go ahead and key up the microphone here. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from the flight deck. This is your Captain Gray Eagle speaking. I'd like to welcome you aboard United Airlines Flight 3318 with service to San Francisco. We'll be underway here in just a few more minutes once everyone takes their seats and we finish loading up the rest of our cargo. We should be underway looking at 23 minutes of flying time on our way down to San Francisco this morning at cruising altitude of 16,000 feet. We're anticipating a smooth ride. Current weather in San Francisco, the winds are out of the south at 7 miles an hour, 10 miles visibility, cloudy skies, temperatures right around 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. There we go. Alright, so that is done. Let's go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign on. So that's kind of like a little trigger right there. Whenever you make your welcome aboard announcement and you're done making it, just turn the fast seatbelt sign on. That way you don't forget it later on. Since we're done fueling, go ahead and get these on. Electrics are set. Bleeds are set. That looks good. Parking brake is on and checked. Let's see. We're going to check our fuel. Everything is balanced. Pumps look good. Hydraulics all look good there. Pressurization is on auto with a good landing elevation. And our oil. See how often we check oil? We're really concerned about losing oil. So there we go. And then, of course, our window is closed there. We never opened it up. So let's run a before start checklist. Recorder ground control is on. Platforms and Logbook is on board, reviewed aircraft. It's 4060? 4060? I already forgot. I keep forgetting what it is. Yeah, it's 4046. I don't know. Stop making it so hard. So it's 4046. Fuel quantity 15.7 required, 15.8 on board. That's kind of realistic. You almost never get the exact fuel that the dispatcher requested. It's a lot of times it's over. It'd never be under. It'd usually be over. Sometimes to account for like you burning the AP while sitting at the gate. Some fuelers they have their own method of doing things. To make sure you don't leave the gate with less than the amount of fuel you need. Let's see. Takeoff performance is 128, 128, 130 with a flex of 67. Oxygen's checked. And the only thing we're checking there is everything's the same. We left the mask the same way that we tested it. Seatbelt sign on. ECAM checked. Parking brake on checked. MCDU is set. Altimeters 29907. Departure briefing is reviewed. The before start checklist is complete. Alrighty then. So now we're just waiting on the last few people to board up. And you know what? Let's see. I'm gonna do it. I'll turn on FSLTO so that we're not so lonely here. Go ahead and start that up. I won't change anything. There we go. So now we should start seeing some traffic popping on in. Hopefully. Is it really that slow here? There we go. I was like, is it really that slow here? Sweet, we got a few United here. There's the real San Francisco flight right there. That's 175. Here's what I don't understand about Microsoft Flight Simulator and FSLTL, or whatever it is, right? So, I get that the traffic spawned in or whatever, but like, does it require you to have like, the baggage trucks, the baggage loader, the belt loader, or the pushback tug? All of that stuff loads in too. I don't know. But then you come over here where I am, I got nothing. Not a zip. Zilch. The air will be pushing me back. That's what's going to be happening. The air is going to push me back, which is quite alright. So, one of these days I'm going to make an investment into GSX. I'm just hesitant to pull the trigger. Look at that. It's sitting on the ramp. It almost looks like it's tilted backwards just a little bit. Is that? Unless my... Okay. Maybe the drone camera was just off a little bit. It's probably what it was. Now you see how the tail is like fully deflected to the right there? So in real life on a tail, because the tail just kind of moves around in the wind, when that happens, we can go ahead and dismiss that. In real life, when the tail's deflected like that, you get a value here, and it's not going to be 1.1. It'll be something like greater than that. Sweet tail. So jet bridge is swung. Let's go ahead and get you going. Ground services. We'll go ahead and connect the tug. All the doors are armed. Excellent. We will see the flight attendants back again later there. Excellent. There we go, there we go, there we go. So the door is closed. Radios are set how I want them. Slides are armed. We have P, A. Well, there's no N. I don't know. Hopefully it's all hooked up there. Let's call it manual pushback. There we go. N, T, and S. And the beacon light is on. Sweet tail. We are... Oh, it popped out of nowhere. Sweet tail. Okay, there we go. Let's head back outside for the pushback there. Again, no one's flying around Sacramento right now, so we pretty much have the airport all to ourselves for leg 2. Alrighty, looks like they're all set down there. Ground to flight deck, go ahead, ground. Set brakes, brake set. Alright, flight check complete. Steering disengaged with nozzle, steering disengaged with a bypass pin inserted. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready, standing by for brake release, ready to push out. Alrighty. I messed that up all in the worst way possible. Okay, brakes release, we're clear to push. We'll just go straight back. No fancy left or right. We'll just go straight back, and then we'll see. We'll see if we can get some internal engine sounds going. Are you going? There we go. It takes it a while to think about it. Get like the pushback tug view there. There we go. Guess I didn't park straight since we were like drifting ever so slightly to the left. Alright. Here's the biggest pet peeve of mine is when they like push you back just far enough to clear this line and you're like, seriously? The brakes set clear to disconnect the interphone. Alrighty, error being clear, disconnecting the interphone. You have a great day. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and listen to the engine starts from the inside. Let's go ahead. Here we go. Alright, let's see if we can hear the PT on this one. that sounds like 2 good engine starts. I'll bring the sound back down to a more reasonable volume, at least for the time being. Let's go ahead and let's see. We'll check our company messages there. Never want to leave a company message just sitting in the McDo. So load sheet final. We'll go ahead and accept that 120.5, 120. Okay, that's good enough for me. And let's see. We got 29.429. Okay, so that is exactly what I thought it was going to be. So our Mac is going to be 28.3, which I said was like up point. That's going to be like up 0.2. Alrighty, it is what it is. Alrighty. So let's go here. Let's go here. It's at 28.3. We'll leave that as is. Flaps 1. After start checklist. Alrighty, after start checklist, engine anti-ice is off, status is checked, rudder trim is 0, after start checklist is complete. Alrighty, we are clear on the left, clear on the right. Yeah, you see, this is my biggest pet peeve right here. Like, they drop you off, like, right in front of the roadway. You're like, alright, so now I gotta make sure that when I'm ready to turn, that no suicidal baggage cart is gonna be like driving down trying to be in my way. Alrighty, so like this guy 100% would just be like just chilling on the service road. You're like, come on, man. Alright, so we're gonna make a right hand turn, bump the number 1 engine up a little bit, and then get a little forward momentum, and then swing it. Excellent. So we'll head straight ahead to, I forgot what it was, Yankee? So yeah, we'll take this straight ahead to, sorry, Whiskey. We'll take this straight ahead to Whiskey, and then we'll make a left-hand turn on Whiskey. Whiskey Alpha is what we'll do. We make the left-hand turn on Whiskey. That is a prime time to do your flight control checks. Why I love FSLTL. That's why I love FSLTL right there. It just makes the airport look more lively when you get a bunch of airplanes there versus just a ghost town. No, don't get me wrong, some airports are ghost towns, but, you know, who wants to fly around in a ghost town, you know? That's the reason why I want to get beyond ATC, specifically for traffic injection. I don't need ATC. I just want the traffic injection. I can vector myself all day long. Alrighty, excellent. We got a nice long straightaway here. Let's go ahead and do our flight control, shall we? Yep. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Alright. Rudders. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Go ahead and go max on the auto brakes. 1, 2, 3, up. Let's see. Predictive wind shear can come on, and let's go ahead and test. Well, the cabin got ready super fast on this one. Alrighty. I thought I got all the company messages. Why are there company messages? Let's see, menu. Receive messages. No ATC delay required. Okay, so no company messages there. Let's go ahead and do a... Man, these brakes took a while to heat up. Let's go ahead and do a before Takeoff checklist. Flaps 1 planned and 1 indicated. Takeoff date and speeds are checked. Weight 136.0. We were planning on 137.8. Stab trim 28.4%. I think I remember saying 28.4%. And we got 28.4% flight controls checked. ECAM memo. Takeoff no blue. We're to the line. Go ahead and prepare the flight attendants for takeoff. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Alrighty, so there we go. Excellent. Go ahead and slow you down for our right-hand turn here onto Alpha. There we go. Nice little 10-knot turn there. We should accelerate through the turn since we're so light. Excellent. There we go. Alrighty. We can go below the line, runway and FMS. We got runway 17 right in the box, on the screen, out the window. That's checked. Men takeoff fuel 14.3 required, 15.4 on board. Flight attendants notified. Engine mode norm. TCAS TARA before takeoff checklist is complete. Excellent. So, with that said, I definitely don't think anyone is online. Let me go ahead and quadruple check real quick. Yeah, no one's online. Alrighty. That looks like it's probably like a run-up pad for like GA or something like that. Excellent. So, the runway is clear. Final appears to be clear. Let's go ahead and let the flight attendants know we're taking the runway. Okay. Oop. I gotta stop doing that. Alright. I really wish Microsoft would make it so that I could slew, because I use the right mouse to slew around. Then you can still use the, it like locks all your controls wherever they are. Alrighty. So, like I said, no need to do like the big, heavy, wide body turn there in a 319. It is just a 319 after all. Alrighty. Sounds are up. Let's get rolling back to San Francisco, shall we? 1.05 on the EPR, half stick down. Flex. Thrust set. $80. Checked. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Ooh. Bring the pitch down so we don't get a speed call here. I guess I will never understand how this thing calculates its V-speeds. Alrighty, let this continuity ahead. Obviously, let's go direct to Orca. Looks good. Excellent. Climb. I'm set. There we go. Beautiful. There's Sacramento off in the distance there. Go ahead and throw the autopilot 1 on, and we can go flaps up after takeoff checklist. So there we go. After takeoff checklist is complete. Okay, yeah, that's starting to look like downtown Sacramento. That makes a lot more sense. Bring the volume down to a much more normal level. There we go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Max Racing 177 says, hello. How are you doing, buddy? Are you okay down there? I know last time we talked, there was a hurricane headed your way, so hopefully everything is all good. You didn't lose power. If you did, hopefully for not too long. Although, this morning I did see a pipeline burst. You guys had a pipeline burst down there, Max Racing? Oh, look at that. Look at that, chat. Although I do have to say, flying in over all those farm fields was a much prettier sight than seeing downtown Sacramento. Downtown Sacramento? Meh. All the farms out there? Yes. Absolutely beautiful. It's kind of nice when no ETC is online, just letting the autopilot do its thing, just being a passenger, looking out the window just like a passenger would. There's the farmland right there. Absolutely beautiful, and you see the clouds are coming back as we're heading towards San Francisco. Let's go ahead and check on the latest weather in San Francisco. Real world, okay, so they're still using 28 left and right, so that's fine there. It looks like we've crossed through 10,000 feet. Let me go ahead and check. Yep, okay, so we'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll leave you on. There we go. Let's see. The current weather 180 at 10 miles. Overcast at 2,000. Altimeter is 3001 now. Alrighty. So, pretty much into our crosswind. Coming into San Francisco. Alright, not bad. We'll do what we do. The weather's kinda out of date. Hopefully they update their ADAS sometime soon. What's the latest METAR? Yeah, everything is out of date. Everything is out of date. Well, Max Racing, hopefully you're still up in the chat. Let me know. Hopefully you're doing well out there. Some crazy things going on in the Houston area. There we go, leveling off at 16,000 feet en route. There we go. All looks good. I can go ahead and, if I want to, speed us up to 340 knots. There we go. That looks good. Won't worry about that or that. We can go ahead and get our LSs on. We can input our destination data. Which is still old, but 180 at 7. Let's see, temperature is 15, and the altimeter 3001, excellent. The minimums for 28 right is going to be 213. We'll configure using the same. Flaps full, auto brakes off. And to get the seeds at 9,000, we should begin our descent here soon. See, on the short flights, it almost makes no sense to speed up, because guess what? I'm all the way here now, but guess what? I gotta slow all the way back down. So, it really makes no sense to go this fast. Let me go ahead and put the local altimeter setting in. 01, set once, set twice, and set thrice. I'll go ahead and we can go ahead and manage up our speed there, and I'll manage up our altitude there. So we are now back in the descent into San Francisco. Let me go ahead and pull up the CTAF for San Francisco, 2050. Yeah, 2050. So we'll go ahead and put that back in there. 2050, thank you. San Francisco area traffic, United 3318 is over Harry on the Risty 1 arrival for the ILS to runway 28 right, San Francisco traffic. Alrighty. So, we got that. Let's go ahead and do a descent checklist. So since we briefed everything up on the ground, the beauty is it's a nice, relaxing flight on the way in. So altimeters 3001, set once, twice, and thrice. Auto brake is off. Perf approach page is set. Arrival briefing is reviewed. We're doing the Risty 1 and the ILS to runway 28 right. Status is checked. The descent checklist is complete. Go ahead and select a more comfortable temperature for the folks in the back there. And, you know, even though it's a little bit early, it never hurts to prepare the flight attendants early. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. There we go. Everybody's ready. Look at those mountains. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that button that many times. It is what it is. It's almost like this tile doesn't belong with the rest of the tiles. They kind of faked it. That perfect square. The Battleship Gray does look really cool. I love the pinstripe tail. Alrighty, let's see. Back up front, we're managing our descent profile. We can go ahead and, I think I did that already, but we'll do it again. Let them know we're entering sterile. Let's go ahead and get our lights on. Everything's on. Excellent there. Let's see. Let me see if I can go flight plan there. Let me do an approach via. Let's call it Archie. And then I might just go direct to Archie after seeds. Yeah. After seeds, let's go to Archie ARCHI. Boom. Okay, really? Insert that. Excellent. Now that that's inserted, let's go ahead and put the Alright, everyone. I should be back now. Yep, the PC for some reason just decided it wanted to brick itself. So, hopefully here's what I'm gonna do. Instead of doing a whole another full flight, what we'll do is, since the replay is saved for at least the first landing, we'll go back and review that landing and call that a stream. Very unfortunate, Darius Lyons. Yeah, very unfortunate indeed. It's like my PC has worked flawlessly for like 2 or 3 straight days. And then it's like the day I'm like, alright, today's gonna be the day I stream. Boom, it's out. So it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But who is in chat? We got like 2 people, 1 people, 2 people, 1 people in chat. How about this? How about this? Um, Alrighty. Since there's a handful of you guys in the stream, there's a poll for you guys to respond to. So let's go ahead and we shall go ahead and we'll call it. Ooh, where were we? Oh yeah, up here. Boom. Yeah, let's call it here. We'll just load in on the runway. Boop. Departure. Let's go flying. Excellent. Alright. For a second there, the audio cut out of my headset, so I thought my PC was getting ready to crash again. Alright, nope. Alright, there we go. We'll get her in a don't need you ready to fly state. Let's see. Go down here. Panel states are ready to fly. We'll go ahead and activate that. Bring. Okay. Yeah. We'll bring that. It looks like, yeah, everything should be set up on my hardware. For the replay, give it a minute here to load everything back in. And it was just now that I realized, even though the tail number is there, they get the actual ship number here, 4060. I am an idiot to not just look right over here for it. All right, there we go. Everything should be. We'll give it a little bit more time to initialize here before we throw all types of craziness at it. That's ready to go. That's ready to go. We are not online, so that's good. And I do got the replay tool up and ready. We're just waiting a few more seconds for everything to get fully aligned here. And we will be ready to launch back into a replay mode. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, yeah, I need to bump the sounds up just a little bit there. Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead and load the replay. Are you going to load? Oh. No, it's not going to load because it's not connected to the sim. There we go. So, it's only replay number 1. Let's go ahead and see if I can activate that. And play. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Alrighty, so get rid of the parking brake. Excellent. And let's go ahead and zip us a little bit closer to our intended area. There we go. Give it a little bit of time for the flaps to come all the way out.
Too low, terrain. Too low,
The
terrain.
gear's coming down.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low.
Let's see. It is coming down, right? Yeah, ever so slowly. There we go. Not much to see out here. A lot of farmland, but it's beautiful farmland. Oh, yeah. That was definitely not as smooth as I'd like it to be. Let's back it on up to about right just there.
Don't sink.
What's this thing doing?
40.
Don't sink.
Retard.
Don't sink.
Okay, not the smoothest. I don't know if anyone was here who saw the landing rate when we actually landed.
Too low, terrain.
There we go. Try that one more time. We'll get a view from the outside. How about that? Definitely still getting a feel for how this airplane lands. I mean, to be fair, it is going right down to the ground when you bring those thrust levers to idle. Oh, right on the 1,000-footers. You know what? That would be like a textbook landing right there. Right exactly on the 1,000-footers. When I say right on exactly on the 1,000-footers, like we're in the middle. Like we got first gear down. It looks like Little crabbed into the wind there. Right in the middle of those 1,000-footers. Let's go back a little bit. Switch it up to the drone camera here real quick. There we go. Let's unfollow. We'll turn follow mode off. Take it back a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. I hate that sometimes it skips like that. When it like misses like just like 1/4 of a frame, something like that. So yeah, I mean it is what it is. When it kind of like drops that frame there. Let's go ahead and take you back some more, shall we?
Too low. Terrain.
Alrighty. We'll call that evens Stevens right there. I'm not going to let that play. In fact, I'll probably bring it up a little bit more. Oop. There we go. Yep, we'll get rid of all of the cautions and warnings there. Excellent. And we'll go ahead and let this play out. Yeah, super unfortunate that my PC decided to take a crash. Hopefully I'll leave it running for the rest of the day and see what happens with it there. But it is super frustrating when your computer works flawlessly for like 4 days and then suddenly, like while you're trying to stream, it just decides it wants to crash. So that is super unfortunate. If it happens, if it keeps happening, I definitely need to take it in and have something sorted out, because I think there's a program somewhere, and I really think it's NZXT software that keeps triggering the crashes. So I'm not too sure. But I'm going to go ahead and end the poll with a whole one person voting. We'll be taking a 777 United 777 from San Francisco to LA tonight at 0030 Zulu. Thank you for whoever that one person was that voted. And again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. I really do appreciate it. Darius, thank you for coming out. Jonathan Stellers, really do appreciate you stopping by. Max Reason, really hoping you're okay down there. Well, until the next time I see you this evening, my name's Gray Eagle. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.